Knowledge of self. Creative tunes. Hello, good morning, the alarm starts to ring. Wake up from time traveling, had to tell myself some things. Yo, study black heroes like the great Shirley Chisholm. Don't believe the hype, you see the colors in the prism. Forgive your culture for they know not what they do. Demons inside of them will make them hate the God in you. By any means necessary above the circumstance. They'll be mad jealous cause you can rhyme.
Welcome to another edition of Connected Dots. I am your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks, as I give you what you need, you know what I'm saying, as we proceed. And first, I want to talk about hip hop, okay? This is going to be a different type of episode, so you got to follow along, but we're going to talk about hip hop. And I want to bring something up to your mind, to your attention. This right here. This right here, America. Look at it. Look at it. Now, do you know who this is? If you don't know who this is, then you need to study. Study. This was one of the first groups to ever in hip hop history come out with a dance song first. They were one of the first hip hop artists to come out with a dance song called Do the James. And this is Super Lover C, Casanova Rudd. You have to know who these guys are to understand. They came up with Do the James. They also had a song called Girls I Got 'Em Locked, which is one of my favorite anthems. They had a song called Romeo. They had some songs, Super Casanova. But these dudes right here, they started a lot, and they are from Astoria, Queens. And like I said before, and I say it again, if you don't have vinyl in your house, not one piece of vinyl, please get off this page. Please get off this page. You have to have at least one vinyl record in your house to be on this page. These guys right here, yo, they don't get the credit. But yo, like I said, Super Lover C, lyrically, if you listen to his rhymes back then, lyrically, he was really nice. You really have to just pay attention to him. Really do. I had the pleasure of meeting Super Lover C in North Carolina about 4 years ago, and we talked and chopped it up, and it was cool, man. He was a cool dude, down to earth brother, man. He thinks me and him hung out for some reason. He keeps saying, "Yo, man, we used to hang out together," and I'm trying to figure out where was it when we was in Queens. Did we go to John Brown High School together? He swears that he knows me, and that's crazy, right? That's crazy. But anyway, I had to put that record up because yo, they were very influential in my life because due to James, that beat, everybody started copying that beat. They was the first ones to make that beat popular. That beat, a lot of people use that beat, but they was the first to bring it out from the original James Brown. They was the first to bring that beat to life, and everybody started copying that type of beat. Let's be honest. But that song, that album, it's tough. It's a tough album, man. It's tough. It's real tough. That's in the 80s. I'm an 80s baby, born in the 70s, but the 80s raised me. That's how we do it. So that's how crazy. I got bars. So I'm gonna keep the bars to myself. But anyway, like I said before, you have to understand Super Lover C, Casanova Rudd. You have to understand them, man. You can look at some of their videos. You can Google the videos up. You can listen to the songs. They were very influential, man. Influential in the 80s game, man. Astoria, Queens projects represent, man. They came out. They did their thing. That Do the James was hot in New York. Girls I Got 'Em Locked. That song was hot in New York, too. That was my anthem. Still is one of my anthems. You know what I'm saying? Because what he was saying made sense. So shouts out to Super Lover C, Casanova Rudd, man. No doubt. So now let's talk about Cardi B for a minute. Now I'm a Bronx cat and a Queens cat and a Spring Valley, New York cat. You know what I'm saying? Bronx is where I lived at the most in my New York era. So that's why I always put Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Park University Ave. You know what I'm saying? I lived near River Park Towers, Undercliff Ave, and I also lived on the concourse. So I know the Bronx from back to forth to back. You know what I'm saying? All the things that we used to do in the Bronx. So anybody that comes out from the Bronx in hip hop, I'm going to always support them, even if I don't like them or not. I'm not a fan of Cardi B musically, but I'm a fan of hers in other ways. But what she did with Imaginary Players, I liked it. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it because it's good for hip hop. It's called setting the tone. Like Funk Flex would say, you setting the tone? Yo, she set the tone. So that means all you chicks that's out there rhyming right now, the new ones especially, who don't got bars, you're going to have to step your game up and rhyme. You know what I mean? Because she was stunting on you. She was stunting on y'all. And I loved it. That's what hip hop is about. It's about stunting on rappers and stunting on other guys or girls for them to step their game up. So now people that didn't like it, that's cool. It's on a billboard now, top 10 billboard, that song. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I've seen comments, I don't like what she did. She messed up a classic. She's not trying to be Jay-Z. She's trying to be Cardi B. Understand that. Understand that. It's a girl stunting song on the girls. And I loved it. I loved the concept. It's good for hip hop. She wasn't shaking her booty like y'all got to do to make records. She was out there rhyming. Right. She rhymed. Even if she didn't write it, it was still a great concept. And people who never heard of Imaginary Players, they probably Googled the beat and saw that Jay-Z made it. So it still was a good look for Jay-Z because now people are going to probably download a song and listen to that his song. Common sense, see? So it's a win-win. So when people say, she lost, nah, y'all not paying attention. Y'all don't pay attention. See, you're looking at this. It's a win for her. It's a win. Trust me, it's a win for her. It's a win for the Cardi B fans. It's a win for hip hop when people start to rhyme again. When you start to rhyme again, it's a win for hip hop when people start to rhyme again. It's all about the craft, the sportsmanship. That is what hip hop is about. Not crying, oh, she sucking, and start shaking your booty and make a one word anthem. You know what I'm saying? And dumb stuff that my daughter can make up. That's not hip hop. What she did was she spit over a classic. And that's all I can ask for. She used a 90s beat. Like most of y'all cats, I'm not rhyming over no 90s beat, but she did. She proved a point. She proved that she can rhyme over a 90s beat. Now, for the people that hate it, do better. Top it. Top her. Top her then. You get what I'm saying? My thing, Cardi, respect for you for doing that, for trying that, because it took guts. It's not about trying to outdo Jay-Z. It's not about that. Understand the title, Imaginary Players. It's about these girls out here that be talking slick and these artists talking about they can do this and that. And she just put it on. I love it. That's what hip hop is supposed to be about. The battle, the stuff that makes sense. This is why I like hip hop, because she's from the Bronx. So she knows what the battle is about. A lot of artists, they don't know what the battle is about because they never been there. Even if you didn't like it, you still streamed it to listen to it. So that's still a win for her. It still wins. You have to understand that. You listen to it though. Some people don't even get a look or a listen. She got both. So think about that for a minute. So it's a win. That's just like when we do podcasts. If you look at it or listen to it, it's a win. It's a win. So you have to understand what's a win and what's a L. And to me, that's a win. That's a win right there. It's a win. Okay? Understand those things. It's a win. Just like Ghostface, new album, the singles that he's dropping, using old school, yo, it's a win. It's a win. Because if you are naturally gifted rhyming, it's going to be a win. And the second single, I hope that's what it is, Metaphorics. Yo, it's a win because he's taking the old with the new to the old to the new, and he's doing it like it's supposed to be done. Ghost face style, ghost face status. It's a win. You have to know your wins and losses. And I think a lot of people don't know what a win is. And a lot of people don't know what an L is. And I think that's the problem with hip hop. And really, that's the problem with today's society, not just hip hop. You have to know your wins and you have to know your losses. All right. So I want to talk about something else. Let's talk about child support kids versus kids who are raised by their family, by their parents, by their parents. And I want to thank Sycamore because he gave me the topic and the idea. So I'm going to piggyback off of my man Sycamore. Shout outs to you, yo. I look at it like this. This is how I think about it. You can be a great parent and not be there. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is it's the kid. It's the type of kid that you have. The kid is the one that determines if you're a great parent or not you. The kid determines if you are a great parent. I'm gonna break down some facts for you. You could pay child support, right? All your life, or to the mother, or the mother to the father, whatever it may be. And the kid is not gonna see 70 or 80% of that money. And the kid probably thinks that you were never there because you never seen anything. And because the mother is not going to tell the kid that your father's paying me support, they're going to keep it quiet and make it look like you're the bad guy. And I hate when mothers do that. Y'all need to be real about how you talk to your kids and need to be real about, yo, your dad is paying support. I want to see more of that. I want to see parents say that. Don't make it seem like the dad wasn't doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? And then number two, on that note, is that if the parents are paying support, why are you still calling for more support? Oh, he needs this, he needs that. What are you getting the money for? Where's the money going? You see what I'm saying? That's my issue I have. That is my issue I have. And then let's talk about the kids that's being raised. You can be there every day raising your kids, and your kids can still turn on you. Your kids can still turn on you. You know what I mean? They might be like, who cares? He's not there. He's here, but he's not here. You know what I'm saying? You can be that great parent and your kids can still turn on you. So for me, like I said, it's not about really being it's not about being a good or a bad parent. It's about what your kid thinks of you. It's about what your kid thinks of you. If your kid has respect for you, your kid is always going to respect you. If your kid has a certain respect for you, they're going to respect you. But as you know, kids start smelling themselves when they get 12 and 13 and 14 years old to where they think they know everything. Even if you are providing, you know, everything that a kid needs, a kid will still flip on you because that's just the way that the times are. And now, because we can't beat our kids, and now we have this thing I call PP, which is called punk parents. And that's parents that let their kids do what the hell they want to do. So because they want to be their friends more than their parent. And that's not me. I am not a PP. I have two daughters and they'll let you know I don't play. So they know what to say to me and they know how to come about me and they know what not to say. And that's just because you have to lay the laws down early at an early age. That way you get that respect early. But like I said before, to me, I think it doesn't matter if you're a kid that's raised off child support or if you're a kid that's raised by your parents. I think it's all about the type of kid that you have, the type of kid that understands what's going on. And I think that comes with the parent explaining to the kid what is really going on, what is really happening behind closed doors, because some parents, they don't want to do that. A mother is not going to say, well, you know, your father's paying support for you, Because the first thing, if they say that, guess what the kid gonna say? Well, where's my cut? Where's my money at if it's for me? That's why the mothers don't say anything. And I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be real to your kid, be real to your kid about how you getting the money. Be real. That's all I'm asking. Be real about how you getting the money. And see what the kid gonna say. Then the kid knows exactly what's going on. But some parents are not gonna say that. They want to play victim and play like your dad or your mother is the bad guy or bad person. No, let them know the truth. Let them know the truth. That's all I'm saying. Let them know the truth. And I want y'all to know another thing. All these shootings has to stop. But I've been seeing, it seems like this has been said ever since I've been living. It's been shootings, mass shootings. It's been bad stuff in the neighborhood, no matter where you go, where you at. So even we could keep saying this over and over and over again, it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen, man. It's just like us, we can't get along. And why is that? How come Nigerians and black people and Haitian and Jamaican, we're all the same color, but we can't get along? How come Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, why you can't get along? Well, they're the same color. How come when you're Dutch, German, French, American, you have the same color? Why they can't get along? Why is that? Why people can't get along? Why? And to me, it's not about the color. It's not about the color. So let's keep that in mind. It's not about the color. Excuse me, America, if it was a pause, that's how we do sometimes. Just let you know that I'm live. I'm live. So it starts with the race. And I don't even like to use it as race because I have friends that are black, white, Spanish, Italian, French, African. I have all different types of friends from everywhere on the planet. And for me, it was never about color. It's just about the person and the human that you are. So let's put all this race and color to the side and be together as one and unite and form the great bond that we need to form. And last but not least, youngins, start now. Go to your bank or wherever you may go and start an IRA. Start an IRA. It's very important because nowadays with the 401k is working, but you need to have another stream of income and it gains more interest in the bank and they do not touch it. Like with a 401k, it can be touched. You see what I'm saying? Because it's through a company, it's through corporations. And like I said before, the corporations run the world. Not the presidents, not the government. The big corporations run the world. If you look at the prisons, they are run by corporations. If you look at the football and baseball and all the stadiums in the world, corporations. That's why the name keeps changing every 5 to 6 years. Corporations is the big business right now. Corporations run everything in this world. So, in order to be your own corporation, you open up an IRA, a regular, just a straight IRA. You know what I mean? Not one that to invest in. If you can, you want to, but open up a plain one where you could put your own money in it whenever you want and let it build and let it stack. Trust me on this. You need to have 2 or 3 streams of income coming in, even when you retire. And another thing, do not let people dictate your retirement or when you should or what you should do. Remember, we've been struggling since day one. So if you're struggling now and you're making it to pay the bills, when you retire, you're going to struggle then and make the bills. Okay? Let's stop looking at the lifestyle and the lavishment and look at retirement refinement, relaxation, less stress, enjoying life, building on pieces of a puzzle. That's what we have to come to. Let's stop looking at him and look at you. Stop looking at them and look at you. You determine how things go. With that being said, I just had to let you know. So anyway, this is another episode of Connected Dots. I'm your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks. And like I said before, don't forget to check out the Hip Hop Barbershop on WDRB Media and Apple Music every Saturday. We still doing our thing over there, me and Octa Barber. Also check out The Black Couch on YouTube. Yo, it's dope. Check out Joe and Jadakiss. It's a great show. I watch it all the time. Check them out as well. And also, yo, just be there support. You know what I'm saying? Check out things that's new. Keep learning. Keep advancing. Keep technology going. The next episode will definitely be sports because it's football season. And I got to put my picks out and I want y'all to get in on it, chime on it. All right. So with that being said, one life, one love, one Lou. New York City, ride with me. Peace.